It's the picks. There we go. Okay.
StreamYard didn't do shit. I made that.
All right, so we all went 2-2 last week. You guys all both missed on the SMU game, which I hit on.
Wait. I got another graphic. Yeah, you said 2-2. Where'd it go?
Yeah, you can cut the music too. Fade it out if you can. Oh,
yeah, I told Nikki to send me the faded out version. And
I can redo that.
Yeah, here are the standings. All 2-2.
There you go. 2-2. I missed on Hawaii. You guys missed on SMU and New Mexico. We all missed on Florida State. And then what was the other one?
It's like North Dakota or South Dakota or something.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. In any event, everyone's 2-2. All right, this week, Montana State, yes. Versus Nevada, or someone versus Nevada.
No.
SMU
played Nevada.
Yeah. Montana State played New Mexico. Okay, a much better slate of picks this week. The first game is going to be played on Thursday night. We're traveling to Minnesota for the North Carolina Tar Heels to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. North Carolina comes in as a 1-point favorite. Travis, I will start with you.
Yeah, I got North Carolina. I don't know too much about Minnesota right now, and I looked into North Carolina for those ACC stuff. So,
nice. Nikki?
I mean, Minnesota lost Joe Rossi. They can't win this game. North Carolina.
I am going to go with the Gophers at home. I think the home dog.
Psycho.
Next game, also on Thursday night, traveling to Boulder, Colorado for the Deion Sanders second season, heading the Colorado Buffaloes. They will take on FCS powerhouse North Dakota State. Colorado comes in as 10-point favorites at home. Travis.
Colorado might win that game, but they won't cover.
All right, it's going to be a classic Colorado covers. Everyone thinks, oh, maybe this will be their year, and then they win like 6 games.
You're taking Colorado?
Shedeur for Heisman. Yeah.
I think I'm going to take North Dakota State with the points. I think it's kind of an interesting matchup with the way North Dakota State plays versus the way Colorado plays. I feel like Deion Sanders doesn't like his superstars getting hit in practice, so I feel like that smash mouth North Dakota State style could cause some problems. I would, if you're a gambling person, maybe sprinkle some money on the North Dakota State money line. Just a little pizza money, you know. The big game, this is the Aflac kickoff. This is technically at a neutral site, but it's at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. The number 14 Clemson Tigers will take on the number 1 ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia is favored by 13.5. Travis.
Kind of feels like a trap, but I'm going with it, Georgia.
I'm going to go Clemson. They probably won't win, but I think they can at least keep it within 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know what to make of this Clemson team. Obviously, like, they get shit on by everyone because they don't use the transfer portal. They've been not Clemson for the past couple of years, at least the Clemson that we've come to know. I think that Georgia's just so good. I think Clemson's going to have their hands full. It may be a better year for Clemson, but I don't think it starts this week. I think Georgia's gonna roll. So I'll take the Bulldogs as well. Laying the points. Okay, another big one. We go to Morgantown, West Virginia, a place that I am dying to get to for a game. The number 8 Penn State Nittany Lions, head coached by our favorite, James Franklin, and our other favorite, of course, the quarterback, Drew Aller. Penn State comes in as 8-point favorites against the Mountaineers of West Virginia. Travis.
West Virginia.
Yeah, you already know my thoughts. Put me down for WVU.
I am going to take the Mountaineers as well, which means that Penn State will probably roll.
Probably.
Yep. Yes. Another talented FCS team travels to take on a Power 4 program. The South Dakota State Jackrabbits travel to Oklahoma State to take on the Cowboys, who are ranked 17th in the preseason polls. Oklahoma State is favored by 9.5. Travis.
If it was a little, I think South Dakota State can hang around a little bit, but I do think that Oklahoma State covers. If it was a little higher, I'd be picking South Dakota State, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
If I recall correctly, Oklahoma State lost their week 1 game last year or the year before that. So I feel like it's got to be instilled in them to not do that. So I'm going to go with Oklahoma State.
They do stumble at the beginning of the year a little bit.
They lost to Central Michigan
a year or two ago.
A couple of years ago. Yeah, they lost it. They got crushed by South Alabama last year.
Jeez. Well,
and still went to the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I feel like they always hit their stride later in the year. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State too. I think if it was 10 or 10.5, I would take the points. But at home, there's still a talent gap between FCS and FBS. So I'm going to go with Oklahoma State as well. All right, big rivalry matchup here in Week 1. The Miami Hurricanes travel to Gainesville to take on the unranked Florida Gators. Big year for the Florida Gators. Lots of pressure on Billy Napier. Probably coaching for his job within the first 4 or 5 games, I would say. Miami comes in ranked 19th, and they are 2.5-point favorites on the road.
That seems about right with the environment that the Swamp has. I don't trust Miami very much, but I trust them in that game.
Gonna go Miami as well.
I am going to play the contrarian here and go with Florida. I think that there's a lot of pressure on Billy Napier, and I think that maybe, just maybe, he can get his guys started off on the right track for once this year and get things starting in the right direction. So I'll take Florida. Okay, the primetime premier game of the week. Notre Dame travels to College Station to take on the Texas A&M Aggies. Both teams ranked here. Notre Dame comes in ranked 7th. I can't remember the last AP poll that had them outside of the top 10. They're taking on a 20th ranked Texas A&M Aggies team, obviously with a new coach in I'm drawing a blank. I was like Mike Elko. Yep. Texas A&M favored at home by 3.
Kyle Field is a really hard place to play, and it gets extremely loud. I've heard. I haven't been there. With the changes at Notre Dame and there are challenges on the offensive line, I'm going to take A&M there.
I believe that Notre Dame's had some injuries pretty early on the season. I think they're playing like a couple of true freshmen on the offensive line. I like Notre Dame this year. I mean, I really Leonard is a dark horse Heisman, but I think I got to go A&M.
I am with you guys. I think that, again, Texas A&M kind of under a lot of pressure. I know it's a new coach, but the expectations there are just different. I really think they needed to clean house with the whole Jimbo thing, and I think that's going to bring a breath of fresh air. Elko knows Notre Dame very well. Defensive coach, I think, could give the new quarterback fits on the road. I'm going to go with Texas A&M as well. All right. Over to our ugly, awful, terrible human being stepbrothers. University of Michigan coming in ranked 9th. Will play at home, of course, versus the vaunted.
Of course they do.
The vaunted team of the Fresno State Bulldogs. This game's, as I mentioned, at the Big House. Fresno State obviously not ranked. Why would Michigan play a ranked team week 1? They play Texas next week. Yeah. Of course, that's at home too. But Fresno State coming in as 20.5-point underdogs against the Wolverines from the dump that's known as Ann Arbor.
I'm tempted to go for it, but not going to. Fresno State Fresno State had their coach resign like a month ago, so
Okay.
I don't think that
that's a little
bodes
late.
well for them. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not
so
great.
it was health related stuff, but it doesn't bode well for them going into this type of game with that situation going on. So I will unfortunately take those people that shall not be named.
Nikki.
Look, here's the thing. Can Alex Orji even score 20 points? I mean, really, ladies and gentlemen, what is the defense? Do they have a quarterback? I'm going to go the Fresno State Fresnogians.
The Fresnotians. That's a good one. Yeah, this comes down to, do I want to be right or do I want to just pick against Michigan? I think I'd like to be right. I didn't even know about Fresno State's coach. Obviously, I hope he's all right. I'm going to take Michigan. I don't think Alex Orji, whoever plays quarterback, is going to need to do that much. The defense alone probably is going to be a big hurdle for the Fresnotians to overcome. All right. Getting tropical here. We head to the big island of Hawaii, where newcomers to the Big Ten, UCLA, will take on the Rainbow Warriors. UCLA is favored by 14 points. This game will be played at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what that is Hawaii time, but I think like 2 in the afternoon.
I think that's like 2:30. Yeah. Something. I don't know what to make of either of those teams this year so far. Obviously, I am. Would you say it's 14?
14. Yep.
I guess I'll take UCLA. Why not? I don't love it, but hey, it's week 1.
Yeah. Yep. Nikki.
Yeah, I just don't think UCLA is very good. So I'm going to go with the Hawaii.
Hawaii. Very disappointing with Hawaii's first week 1 performance against the Delaware State team that barely made it to the game. I think this is probably a game where the talent probably just is too much for Hawaii. I'm going to pick the UCLA Bruins. All right, that does it for the Saturday games. Moving into the Sunday games, USC. This is the Modelo Vegas Kickoff Classic at Allegiant Stadium.
Classic.
The 23 ranked USC Trojans, also newcomers to the Big Ten, will take on the Louisiana State Tigers. LSU is favored by 4.
Yeah, I'm going to take LSU. They were my dark horse in the SEC for a reason. Might as well ride with them.
Stick to your guns.
Yep.
That'll be a little crazy. I'll go UCLA. USC. That's what I meant to say.
Going with the Trojans. All right.
Man. New Orleans native son.
I know.
Yeah. I am going to – this is a tough one. I'm going to go with LSU. I think that they're probably just a more well-rounded football team. Be interesting to see how USC rebounds from a disastrous year. That defense just always makes me nervous. Okay, Monday, we've got a bounce-back game here for Florida State taking on a future MSU opponent in Boston College. This game will be played at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. Florida State still ranked 10th, but I think we all know that's not really reality. Florida State, the line actually just moved right before the show. The
Lovely.
Florida State Seminoles are favored by 16.5.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, Willie. I'm going to go Boston College here.
Okay.
Just with that line. If it was like 10, maybe I'd go with Florida State. But, yeah, I still think Florida State's the better team. They're probably going to win that game, but that's a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm going to go – they already got me wrong once, but I'll do it again. I'll go Florida State. I think they're going to be ready to kill.
Yep, I'm going to pick Florida State as well. Friendly confines of Doak Campbell Stadium, bounce-back opportunity versus an inferior team with a new coach and a quarterback that is prone to turning the ball over. Okay, now, of course, the one we've all been waiting for, the one our fans have all been waiting for, the granddaddy of them all, Friday night, East Lansing. It's a beautiful day for football. It'll be a beautiful night for football.
Yeah.
The Florida Atlantic Owls travel to Michigan State to take on the unranked Michigan State Spartans. Michigan State is favored by 14 points. Travis, we'll start with you.
Yeah, MSU by a lot.
Score?
Oh, you want an actual score?
Yeah.
I will go 38-10.
Okay. Nice.
I like that. I like that.
I will go, obviously, Spartans. I will go 27-6.
Oh, a nice game for the defense, huh? I will obviously go with Michigan State as well. I think, Travis, that's a good score. I got something like my mind says like 34-13 victory for the Spartans.
Reasonable.
There you have it.
All right.
That's it for me. Nikki, Trav, anything before we sign off here?
Let's just get a win, baby. That's all we want.
Welcome
Football
back.
season's here.
A new era has begun.
That's right.
May the Spartans be with you.
And also with you. You can find us on Twitter at Spartan Savants, Instagram at Spartan Savants, podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify. I don't even know the other ones. Obviously, Apple, Amazon, whatever it may be. And of course on YouTube, Spartan Savants channel. Obviously, a shout out to the College Huddle. Go check out all their other schools and their content. We will see you for the recap this following the game Saturday or Sunday. To all Spartans fans out there, and to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Can't wait for Friday. And with that, go green.
Go
Go
white.
white. Playoff run starts Friday. I love the